Hey everyone! Today we're going to explore a really cool piece of code that bridges the gap between node.js and one of the most powerful tools out there, Google Sheets. This code is a fantastic way to learn how we can programmatically interact with Google Sheets using JavaScript, specifically through the node.js environment. Why is this useful, you might wonder? Well, imagine you're building a web application that needs to store and retrieve data from a spreadsheet in real time. Instead of manually entering data or using complex database software, you can use Google Sheets as a lightweight and accessible database. Our code will show you how to authenticate with the Google Sheets API using a service account, a secure way for your app to access Google services programmatically. We'll then create a brand new Google Sheet, name it Clients, and populate it with a list of client information. This includes writing headers like title, first name, last name, email, and telephone, followed by filling in rows with actual client data stored in an array of JSON objects. This process is automated, efficient, and wrapped in try-catch blocks to gracefully handle any errors that might occur. This approach is incredibly useful for developers looking to integrate Google Sheets into their projects for data storage, reporting, or even as a simple database alternative. Whether you're managing customer information, order details, or any other data, this code provides a straightforward way to interact with Google Sheets programmatically. Now let's dive into the code. The very first line of our code, const Google =require Googleepis, is where we import the Googleepis package. This package is a versatile library that provides methods to interact with numerous Google APIs, including Google Sheets. By destructuring Google from the package, we gain access to all the functionalities needed to authenticate and communicate with the Google Sheets API. This step is essential for establishing the foundation of our application, enabling us to leverage Google's infrastructure for our data management needs. Following the import, we specify the path to our service account's credentials JSON file with const key file path path to your credentials JSON. A service account is a special type of Google account intended to represent a non-human user that needs to authenticate and be authorized to access data in Google APIs. The credentials file contains a private key and other necessary details for our application to authenticate itself with Google's services. We also define the scopes for our application with const scopes http www.googleepis.com auth our spreadsheets. Scopes are strings that specify the level of access the application requires. In this case, we're requesting full access to the Google Sheets API, allowing our application to create, read, update, and delete spreadsheets. The block of code that initializes the Google Auth client uses the credentials and scopes we defined earlier. This client will handle the authentication process with Google's servers, exchanging the credentials for an access token. This token is then used in subsequent API requests to identify and authorize our application. The setup is encapsulated in the auth object, which later on is passed to the Google Sheets API client to authenticate our requests. In the create and populate sheet async function, we first instantiate the Google Sheets API client with Google Data Sheets version at v4aa auth. This line prepares our application to make requests to the Sheets API, specifying the version and authentication object. We then proceed to create a new spreadsheet by calling sheets, spreadsheets.create. This method expects a resource object where we can define properties of the spreadsheet, such as its title. Once the spreadsheet is created, we extract its ID from the response with createResponse.data, spreadsheeted. This ID is crucial for making further modifications to the spreadsheet. Before we can populate our spreadsheet with client data, we need to define the structure by writing header rows. We define an array of headers and use the sheets, spreadsheets, values, update, method to write this array to the first row of our spreadsheet. This step sets the stage for our data, ensuring each column is appropriately labeled according to the data it will hold. Now comes the crux of our operation, populating the spreadsheet with client data. We iterate over an array of client objects using a for loop. For each client, we extract their details into a row array and append this array to the spreadsheet using sheets, spreadsheets, values, append. This method dynamically adds each client's information into the next available row, efficiently populating our spreadsheet. Throughout this process, we wrap our operations in a try-catch block to handle any potential errors. This is crucial for robust application development, as it allows us to gracefully manage exceptions that might occur during the API requests. Catching and logging errors help in debugging, and ensures that our application can recover from unexpected states. This step-by-step tutorial walks through the process of integrating with the Google Sheets API using node.js, from authentication to populating a newly created spreadsheet with data. Each step builds upon the previous, culminating in a powerful example of how developers can leverage Google's services to manage data programmatically. This approach not only simplifies data management tasks, but also opens up new possibilities for automating workflows and integrating with other Google services. As we wrap up our journey through connecting Node.js to Google Sheets, it's essential to understand how such a piece of code fits into the larger picture of web development and application design. The code we've explored today is not just a standalone utility. It's a gateway to integrating powerful Google services into your applications, thereby enhancing functionality and user experience. Imagine building a web application that requires real-time data storage and retrieval. Instead of setting up a complex database and backend to handle this, you can leverage Google Sheets as a lightweight and easily manageable database. This not only simplifies development, but also reduces the time and resources needed for database administration. Our code demonstrates how to perform basic operations, like creating a spreadsheet and populating it with data, which are foundational for more complex data management tasks. The principles of extensibility and reusability are paramount in modern web development. The code we've gone through can be extended to interact with other Google APIs, offering a seamless integration across multiple Google services like Drive, Calendar, and Gmail. By abstracting the code into modular functions, you can reuse these components across different parts of your application, or even in entirely new projects. This approach promotes efficiency, reducing code duplication and fostering a cleaner, more maintainable codebase. Efficiency in development is about doing more with less. Less time, fewer lines of code, and less complexity. The JavaScript ecosystem with Node.js and libraries like iterated empowers developers to build feature-rich applications quickly and with relatively simple code. This ecosystem is continuously evolving, providing developers with an ever-expanding toolkit for solving common problems, like data storage and retrieval, in innovative and efficient ways. Incorporating this code into your projects can serve as a foundation for building more complex and scalable web applications. It exemplifies how to interact with third-party services, handle authentication securely, and manage data programmatically. These skills are invaluable as you progress in your web development journey, opening doors to creating applications that are both powerful and practical. Thanks for watching, everyone, and don't worry if you missed anything. We've added a link to the source code in the description. If you found this video to be helpful, please like and subscribe for more of the same. Thanks again, and remember, we're always learning. So keep coding, keep exploring, and keep building amazing web applications.